Good afternoon. My name is Natalie.
And my name is Shelia.
As always, before we introduce our guest for this week, we are going to discuss a little bit about Military Veteran Peer Network and the Veterans One Stop. So as you know, MVPN, we offer peer support services, which consists of one-on-one peer support and peer support groups. For the one-on-one peer support, we consider it like a battle buddy type program where you and a volunteer will get together to determine when and how often you guys get in contact with each other, just so you feel like you have that control to kind of determine, like I said, when and how often you guys talk. For the peer support groups, we have Pathfinders, which is our general peer support group. Yarnaholics, our crochet group. Haven, which stands for Harassment, Assault, Violence Ends Now, our sexual assault, sexual harassment group. The Other Side, which is for spouses and dependents. And I think that's all of them. We also do community resource assistance. So basically what that means is that we assist with any type of resource that you might need. That may be where to get rental and utilities, where can I get food, where can I find employment. We'll be able to direct you to the right organization to assist you with that. And we also are always looking for volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering with us, please reach out to Shelia or I for that information on what you need to become a volunteer. We also provide suicide prevention trainings. We do mental health first aid, SAVE training, which is in collaboration with the VA, ASK, which is for Ask About Suicide to Save a Life, and COM training, which is counseling on access to lethal means, and our military cultural competency training. So now I'll go ahead and turn it over to Shelia.
All right, thank you, Natalie. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the Veterans One Stop Center real quick. So they offer free mental health services to any service member, veteran, and their families, regardless of discharge status and regardless of what era you served in. They do the family counseling, they do individual counseling, and they do marriage counseling. So also we have housed here at the Veterans One Stop Center, we have OSAR, which is outreach, screening, and referrals. So if you have any type of substance use disorder, they can assist you as far as trying to, I guess, stop having a substance use disorder. We also have Veterans Business Association. So if you're trying to start a business, or if you have a business and you just have questions about it in general, Veterans Business Association can help you out with that. Grand Canyon University is housed here. So any questions you have in regards to education, they can take care of you, even if you're not going to that particular university. Texas Veterans Commission's Disability Claims Department is here. So if you're trying to start your claim, you have questions about your claim, they can go ahead and get you squared away as well. And then of course, MVPN is housed here, and Natalie's already told you what we offer. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guest for this week, and it's Mr. Stephen Mills. He is the owner or founder of Veterans Nonprofit, one of our referrals for when people have food insecurities. So he's gonna tell you a little bit about their program. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting us. My name's Stephen Mills. I'm the founder and executive director of Veterans Nonprofit. We're a small local 501c3 that assists low-income veterans and their families in meeting their most basic of human needs. We concentrate on three things right now. We have a food pantry where veterans can come in and draw rations for themselves and their families one time a month. We have a clothing closet where the veteran can come in and get 2 complete changes of clothing for everybody in their household once a month. But there are some limits. While you can get 2 pair of pants or 2 pair of jeans in any month, you're limited to 10 pair in a year. And that's just because we don't have enough for everybody to take 24 pair of pants a year. So we put some limits, but they can get 2 pair in any month they need it. We also have a pet food / service animal pantry where we help the veteran if they're having difficulty feeding themselves. They're probably having difficulty feeding their service animal as well. So we help with food for animals. At first it was just service animals, but we were getting more food than we needed. So we opened it up to 2 pets per household. Right now we only assist with cats and dogs. So if one of our vets has a service parakeet or a service boa constrictor, I don't know what to tell you. You can figure it out yourself. We also have 2 forms of MST groups. We have Beast, which is a series of 10 classes that talks about battling the experiences of abuse and sexual trauma while in the military. And we have a peer-to-peer group of veterans that support one another and reach out, and it's a really good group. It's called the Valkyrie, and those women are pretty awesome. That's helping one another and being there for us and for each other. What else do we do? We're partnered with Sun Metro. If a veteran is having difficulty with transportation, we can certify that the veteran is low income, send an application to Sun Metro. Sun Metro will provide a veteran ID card and 3 months of unlimited ride passes for Sun Metro. We're also partnered with El Pipo. It's a local barber and cosmetology school where a lot of the veterans are using their GI Bill to get to learn how to cut hair. And so they cut our veterans' hair for free. So they come into us and tell us they need a haircut voucher, and we give them one. They go down to El Pipo's and get it cut. We often get donations of stuff that we don't carry. We carry food, we carry clothes, we carry pet stuff, but I get donations of couches, beds, household items, crock pots, TVs. When we get that, we put it in the front of our organization. When a veteran comes in to draw food for their family, they can choose any 2 items that are up there they want. The larger items like beds and couches and desks, we take a picture of those items, we put them in our Connex, and we put the pictures on our Facebook. So I encourage everybody to find our Facebook page and follow it, because that's where we put it. It will say, hey, we got a queen size bed donated. The first registered veteran household that needs it can come pick it up. We just don't have room in our facility to store it and display it. So it's there, and that's how we put that out. And we use our Facebook to 2 months ago, I've got about $40,000 worth of meat in one time. It was lamb, it was chicken, it was pork, it was hamburger. And it was more than I could safely store or successfully store. So what I did is I took pictures of it and put it on our Facebook page and said, hey, we've got all this excess in. If you can use it, come get it. Even if you've already drawn rations for the month, come get it. So by following our Facebook, you'll be able to see when we do things. And if we hear of somebody hiring, or we hear of an affair that's going on that has services for veterans, we put that there as well. Right now we have 2 paid part-time employees. They each work roughly 20 hours a week, and myself and Peppa Water, our food pantry manager, are both retired and disabled vets, so we have that income. We work as volunteers, but our organization always needs volunteers. I need people to come in and learn how to do what we do. I'm actually looking for somebody to replace me. I'm getting old. I'm not going to be here much longer. So if we can get somebody in here, get them trained, find somebody that's interested in doing this, I'm looking for a replacement. So if Natalie or Shelia aren't there next week, I'm going to offer them jobs. Thank you for taking the time to allow us to highlight Veterans Nonprofit and the services we offer to local vets. Everything we do is 100% free to the veteran, and we appreciate your time and the partnership with your organization.
Oh, no, thank you. I know I've depended on you a lot when we've had people last minute that needed something. You haven't turned anybody away. So I do have a quick question or confirmation. I know you said you have 2 days where they're able to pick up food. So if they're new and just becoming a part of Veterans Nonprofit, or they just hear about it, do they have to wait for those 2 days, or can they just drop in and try to get squared away?
No, the first day we run into a new client, we help them that day. We're open 6 days a week. We're closed on Sundays, but Mondays and Saturdays, we're open from 10 to 1. That's when we normally run our food pantry for established clients. That's when we have volunteers here to help pack the crates that we put the food into and the veterans take to their homes. But if a new veteran finds us any day, we're going to allow them to get food on that day. We're going to allow them to get clothing on that day, pet food, everything they need. And if it's something, we often identify needs that we don't deal with. If there's another program that does something and does it well, I don't think we need to do it. So if it's a veteran that needs housing or is in danger of eviction, we'll reach out to the Stephen A. Cohen, or we'll reach out to the GI Forum and have their outreach workers actually come here and talk to the vet. If it's a vet that needs something from the VA that's having difficulty, we'll reach out to the VA. We deal with them a lot and we've got contacts there. And like Shelia, if I need something from her, I have her cell phone. I'm not going to send somebody there cold. I'm going to find out when Shelia will be available, when she wants them referred, and get a warm handoff, and we're going to take care of the vet best we can. We're not just going to go see John Smith. But there's a lot of exciting things going on. We're close to forming a partnership with a new organization in El Paso. It's a for-profit entity called Warriors Allegiance, but this company specializes in getting veterans upgrades to their discharge, upping their percentage. So if a veteran feels that they should be entitled to more, but they're not getting it, we're going to do a handoff there, and we have their numbers, and they actually volunteer here. Most of them are veterans themselves, and they come in and volunteer in our food pantry. So we'll facilitate an introduction there as well. But anything we don't do, we know somebody who does. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I have the people's phone numbers. We're not going to send you somewhere blind, and we're not going to lie to the vet when they come in. If it's something we can help with, we will. And if it's not, we'll try to make referrals.
That's awesome. No, but Natalie, do you have anything?
I don't have any questions.
All right, no, I think you covered everything. Probably more than what I actually knew that you do. I mean, I know you do a lot, but yeah, you went very into details. So I greatly appreciate that. But thank you for joining us today. I know you stay busy, so thank you for taking time out of your day. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for everything we all do.
All right.